Hello again, everyone. Back doing the update. This time, I'd like to go over my latest pickups from the Best Buy Trade and Save program. Once again, made a bit of a nice haul this time around. Real big pickup from this particular sale. Most of these are things I have seen before. There are a couple of blind buys, but what the heck. Again, as I'm always saying, I got to free up some space on my DVD shelf and continue to add to the Blu-ray collection. So sorry about fidgeting with my hat here. There we go. I think I'm happy now. So let's get the party started. First, we got Disney's Fox and the Hound 1 and 2. Never seen the Fox and the Hound 2. I'll probably take at least one look at it. But the Fox and the Hound, I still remember seeing this movie when I was a kid in theaters. Not gonna lie about it. It's one of the first movies I actually cried during. I was a kid, so it's 30 years. It's 30th anniversary, so it's 30 years ago. I was 9, 10 years old. So don't judge me. But this movie I still love. Like I said, I love all Disney movies. So happy to finally have this in the collection. And like I say, the trade and save, I got it at a more than fair price. Next, we have one of my blind buys. Despite everything that's going on in the media with him lately in his personal life, I'm still a very big Mel Gibson fan. So whenever I see him do something that looks to be just an insane over-the-top action movie, something I think I'm gonna definitely love. And with this, get the Gringo. This is the Best Buy exclusive edition, so to have 35 minutes of bonus content. Comes in a nice sleeve. Like I say, this is what it actually looks like. I tried taking the little sticker off, but like I say, Best Buy is using different stickers nowadays. They used to use the old yellow ones that would peel off real nice and clean, but now they're using these white ones. And unfortunately, when you try to peel them off, no matter how slow or how quick you do it, you end up leaving remnants all over, or you end up messing up the slipcover. So till I can find some way to get those off cleanly, it has to stay on there. It was the same thing with the Fox and the Hound, if you noticed that. So, oh well. Next one. I love the BBC documentaries. I've got Life and Planet Earth in my collection, so like I say, when a chance came, I had to pick up Human Planet. It has a lenticular cover. I think you can really tell. Yeah, really can't tell much, but like I said, I love their documentaries. This is what the back looks like. So, the BBC documentaries are just, they're perfect. Perfect audio, perfect sound, perfect education material. You learn so much from watching these, so glad I could get that finally. Next, I actually traded in my DVD copy of this so that I could go ahead and do the finally get it on Blu-ray, and that's Blues Brothers. Now the great thing about this, like I said, I traded in my DVD, but this is the Blu-ray DVD digital copy, so basically a 3-for-1. I got to trade up. Still love this movie. Of course, I got the great little open up slip, the little facts, and the movie poster. This movie, as far as I'm concerned, this movie still holds up. Still funny as hell. Despite the taint that is Blues Brother 2000, Blues Brother 2000, sorry. This movie wasn't harmed by that abomination. This is still one of the funniest movies to ever be made, and so I'm very happy to have this Blu-ray finally. Next, Next, I've finally completed one of my favorite TV series. I finally buying the final season. It's Battlestar Galactica 4.5. This, like I say, I love this show. Uh, at first, honestly, when it premiered, I remember watching the premiere, the little pilot, and Sci-fi showed it, and I just knew for a fact I'd hate it, because it was so much different from what I grew up watching. Like I say, I'm an old man, so I can remember watching the original Battlestar Galactica, not in syndication, but when it originally aired on ABC. So, yeah, so I knew I would probably just hate this. I was wrong, after some time, after a few episodes, I really started to love it. The people behind the show are the same people, pretty much, who took over Star Trek Deep Space Nine from pretty much its third year into its seventh and final season. And a lot of the things they did in Battlestar Galactica were things that Paramount wouldn't allow them to do with DS9. So yeah. So anyway, this is like I said, I was wrong about the show. It's great. Happy to finally have every season in my collection. If you haven't seen it, really, check this out. I promise you will enjoy it. Next, we have a classic that had recently been released onto Blu-ray. Something I haven't seen in a while, but I do remember watching it many, many, many years ago. So looking forward to revisiting it. And that's Barbarella, Queen of the Galaxy. What can I say? This is Jane Fonda in skimpy clothing. 60s movies, Dino De Laurentiis. I don't, this is just something that needs to be owned by people. It needs to be seen to be believed. Like I say, I know for years they've been trying to do a remake of it, and this is one of those things where you just have to ask why. Really, you're not gonna top the original. Just we've cleaned it up and made a Blu-ray. Maybe re-release this in theaters for a short run. The remake is something that should not be done. I don't care how hot the young thing is they get to recast in Jane Fonda's role. This is all you really need. I love the slipcover. Watch this. Opens up. See there? Nice. Yeah. Campy, but a classic. Next is something I just, it was towards the end of my shopping trip, and I was just looking through the shelves, looking deep, just trying to find something because I traded in these DVDs and wasn't able to find everything I'd wanted. So I decided, well, what the hell? I'll just start looking through here and just see if anything catches my eye. And lo and behold, something actually caught my eye that I hadn't seen in Best Buy in a few weeks since they originally put it out. And that is the Steelbook for Inception. Yeah, I actually found a copy. Because you can see, I remember when these things were $9.95, they flew off the shelves and hadn't seen any more in there. And like I said, I'd be down, wasn't digging through there, and there was a Steelbook for Inception. So I'm not sure if I'll do a unboxing for this, because I think everybody and his brother has this damn Steelbook, so you already know what it looks like. So I'm just happy to add it to my slowly growing Steelbook collection. And with that, same trip, I figured I found that. I'll just keep digging through the shelves. There's no telling what little treasure I may find. And sure enough, I found another little treasure. This time it was the Safe House Steelbook. Yeah. We've got two Best Buys here in Lexington, Kentucky. I went to both of them the week that this came out. Could not find the Steelbook in either. So here I am, here just a few days ago. Once again, like I said, just digging through the shelves, seeing if I could find anything, because I Was originally going to go ahead and pick up the regular version of this with the nice slipcover, and then I just decided to keep digging a little bit more, and this thing was just sitting there by itself, the only one. So it had been marked down, as you can see that it had been marked down to $19.99. I actually had to get one of the employees to check the price because I couldn't believe it. I wasn't willing to believe it, but it was truly $19.99, and like I say, one of the trade and save certificates brought it down to $14.99. So not a bad deal, Steelbook, that's Blu-ray, DVD, and digital copy. Now I'm not happy about the fact that this is a DVD size case. See the difference there. But oh well, I finally got the Safe House Steelbook, so I'm happy. Next, a TV show that from Starz Network. They're the same people that do Spartacus. They did the last Torchwood series, and they do Camelot, decent show. But this is another show of theirs that they recently did. Very big departure for the lead actor from what we're used to seeing him play, and that's Kelsey Grammer in Boss. This is the show where he plays the Chicago mayor, the somewhat corrupt Chicago mayor, but then again, it's about Chicago, and in reality, Chicago has a history of corrupt politics. So, so this show is pretty much, almost a little exaggeration of accuracy, shall we say. I was a political science minor, so I had to study some things about Chicago politics, and like I say, this is a little exaggerated version of what actually happens there, but it's still a good representation of the corrupt politics there. And like I said, Kelsey Grammer, after Cheers and Frasier, this is not a portrayal we would ever expect him to be able to pull off. But as you see, Golden Globe winner, he was recently nominated for an Emmy Award for this. Both richly deserved. Good show. Looking forward to catching the second season. I hope it's every bit as good as the first one. So, Boss, and once again, another slip cover. If anybody has any idea what I can do to get these little white stickers off and not leave any residue or rip my sleeve all up to hell, please let me know. Next, another movie in the same vein as The Blues Brothers, an older comedy that I never get tired of watching, that I just love each and every time I've seen it. Once again, I traded in my regular DVD version of this so that I could upgrade, and that is Smokey and the Bandit, the second highest grossing movie of 1977, right after Star Wars. What can I say? I think everybody knows this movie by now, I hope. If you haven't, what the hell is wrong with you? This is a classic. Alright. Burt Reynolds, Sally Field, Jackie Gleason, and the great underrated Jerry Reed. There's not much more I can say about this. I think everybody knows this is just a great movie. Like I say, I traded in my DVD, but again, I've got the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital copy. The Universal 100th anniversary. Nice little slip here with information. And I love this one little thing here. The little look inside is like a little trivia thing. And think about Jackie Gleason here. Jackie Gleason agreed to play the sheriff with the provision he could ad-lib as much as he wanted, which turned out to be 75% of his dialogue. You know what? He made it look natural. I honestly thought everything he was saying in the movie was scripted. It's just a great movie. Great performances. I love this thing. if they ever remake it, I want them to let me be Smokey. So yeah. Next, another older movie. Another great movie though, and that's De Niro and Scorsese's Raging Bull. This is that 30th anniversary edition. So it's got the embossed letters there, as well as on the cover. Actually got a nice slip case. This is regularly, ignore that sticker, regularly this is $9.99. They say during the trade and save, $4.99. So I get a Blu-ray and a DVD. Great features, great looking, great audio. Had to be added to the collection. Great movie. Next, movie I don't think a lot of people really liked, but I did. I enjoyed it. I was fucking happy when I heard they were actually making it, so I went to the theaters opening weekend. Was very disappointed when it didn't have as big a box office as I was hoping, because I was hoping for a new trilogy. And that's, of course, Scream 4. Blu-ray, DVD, digital copy. Let's see. This one was already open. I had to open this one because when I bought it, the disc was loose. So, like I said, was the movie original? No. Was it still fun and enjoyable? For me, yes. Am I very, very disappointed it didn't have the box office appeal that I was hoping? Yeah, because I really did want to see another trilogy. I love those characters. I love, that entire little world that Wes Craven has created there. So, but oh well. I guess it just wasn't meant to be. But I got it in my collection, so I'm happy now. Next is another sight unseen. Another blind buy. It's Jackie Chan in Little Big Soldier. I like Jackie Chan. I think everybody does. So this is obviously not the Rush Hour movies, or the Tuxedo, or some of the other really bad American comedies he's made since he's been here. This is something I think is actually from 2011, period piece. So I'm trying to increase my collection of world cinema in my Blu-ray collection, so saw this. I thought, why not? Let's give it a shot. Like I said, I've always loved Jackie Chan. I read the review of this on Blu-ray.com. Got an outstanding review, so decided I wanted to go ahead and add it. So yeah, it's the Blu-ray and DVD. So once again, that's a lot for what turned out to be a cheap price, under $10. So. Next is one I got. Once again, another one where I traded in the DVD for the Blu-ray. That's Boogie Nights. Paul Thomas Anderson. I don't think it's possible for that man to make a bad movie. I really don't. Boogie Nights, Magnolia, There Will Be Blood, Punch Drunk Love. I'm looking forward to seeing The Master when it comes out. I think it says it's been pushed up to September. The man's a true artist. The only thing I'm unhappy about with this one is that it was on sale at Best Buy, and they were advertising it as having a digibook inside of it. Just a little small book inside the case. So not, obviously you can tell it wasn't going to be your traditional digibook that we're used to, but it was going to supposedly have a little book in it with facts and pictures about the movie. They had that advertised on a sign there in the store, as well as on the sales sticker on the case. Obviously you can see the sticker's not there, because once I bought it, got out of the store, I had to rip it open to see what the book was. And when I opened it, this is what I found. Yeah, exactly. So, it's a little disappointed, but again, you know, it was something that I was able to get cheap. I was able to upgrade the DVD to the Blu-ray. This, and this is one of my favorite movies. I love this movie. But once again, like I say, I love anything that Paul Thomas Anderson does. You know, the man's a genius. So, and my last two weren't actually part of the trade and save, and that they were both less than $9.99. And as you know, the trade and save has to be $9.99 and up. These are just two that I spotted as I was walking out the store. Both were on sale for $7.99, and so for that price, there were ones I thought, what the hell, I'll go ahead and get. Once again, one is something I have seen, the other I haven't, but I've been wanting to for a while, and for $8, I figured, what the hell. The first, the one that I have seen, Get Smart, Steve Carell, Anne Hathaway, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and Alan Arkin. I actually found this movie to be pretty funny. I honestly did not think that I would. I didn't think there was a snowball's chance in hell that I would laugh once. Again, I am so happy that I was wrong. This is a very funny movie. It was a relatively decent size hit at the box office, you know, so I'm surprised there hasn't been a Get Smart 2, but oh well, you know. You know, this is still, like I say, this is still very enjoyable. So, for, like I say, $8, not a bad deal. Something I've been playing around with for a while to add to the collection, but once again, it was going to have to hit a price point I was willing to pull the trigger on, and finally did. So, let's Get Smart. And the one that I haven't seen, it's blind buy, but I wanted to, is The Messenger. This is Woody Harrelson and Ben Foster and Samantha Morton. Woody Harrelson got nominated for an Academy Award for this movie, and the screenplay was also nominated. This is back in 2009. It's about two military officers whose job it is to go around and notify loved ones that someone in their family has, you know, passed away in war. You know, they just go around and they deliver that message for the military. So it's, from what I can tell, like I said, it's going to be a very dramatic role. It's one that I don't think I would have considered, you know, Woody Harrelson for. Just didn't think that this would be his cup of tea, but again, you know, his second Academy Award nomination, so apparently I was very wrong. You know, this is, you know, right in his wheelhouse. But the man is actually a better actor than I think a lot of people give him credit for. I think everybody just thinks of Woody as someone who just spends all of his free time getting high and making hemp clothing. But the guy's actually a damn good actor. And I've really enjoyed Ben Foster anytime I've seen him, and Samantha Morton, there's not much more you can say. She's always done a great job in anything she's been in. So there's the back of that. So yeah, so that's The Messenger. Once again, haven't seen it, but I've never heard or read one negative thing about it, so really glad to be adding that to the collection. And so that is it for the recent upgrade and save, or trade and save, buys from Best Buy. Like I say, I believe the program goes on until the 11th of August, so I will definitely be back out there making a few more buys and trades and everything. So I'll be making one more video before that program ends, that deal ends. So once again, as usual, please feel free to comment, like or dislike, subscribe, and once again, I just want to thank everyone who actually takes the time to watch this video, and once again, especially want to thank those people who take the time to actually leave comments. So I really appreciate it, and hopefully I'm getting a little bit better at this. So thank you, everyone. Take care.